Hi everyone, welcome to the tutorial series named Introduction to Modern Electronics Devices. On the previous video of the series, we had discussed what is microcontroller and what's the role of a microcontroller. If you have not watched the previous video, I'll put a link in the screen. A quick recap: a microcontroller is the tiny computer present in the electronic devices that is responsible for making decisions. On this video, we are going to learn how the microcontroller acts as the brain. For that purpose, we take an example of an induction oven. Basically, all the inputs and outputs of a device are connected directly or indirectly to the microcontroller. For our example case, all the switches of the induction oven can be connected directly to the microcontroller. Whenever we press any switch of the oven, the microcontroller can sense that a particular switch has been pressed. The heating coil can be connected indirectly to the microcontroller via a coil driver. The microcontroller can ask the coil driver to set the temperature of the heating coil at a particular level, thus having indirect control of the heating coil. Most of the induction ovens generally has a digital display. The display can be connected indirectly to the microcontroller via a display driver. The microcontroller can ask whatever we need to display in the digital display to the display driver, and the display driver is responsible for displaying the requested number or the digit on the display. Let us see the whole operation once again. Whenever you press the power switch to turn off the induction oven, the microcontroller can sense that you have pressed the power switch. Next, the microcontroller will ask the coil driver to set the heating coil to a particular temperature. Also, the microcontroller will ask the display driver to display the temperature on the digital display. As you can understand now, the microcontroller acts as the brain of the whole operation of the induction oven. These are some example images of how actual microcontroller may look like. The black area is the actual microcontroller, and these tiny legs are called pins. Using these pins, the microcontroller communicates with other components of the device. The shape and size and the number of pins can vary according to the make and model of the microcontroller. Generally, the microcontroller sits on a PCB. We will discover what is a PCB later on this video. For now, just remember that the first two examples are called surface mount component because they are soldered on the surface of the PCB. The last type is called through hole component because its pins will be soldered through holes on the PCB. A printed circuit board or PCB is responsible for holding all the components together and making electrical connections between them. PCBs are computer generated and we can draw electrical paths connecting various components. This image is an example of a PCB without any electrical components. This is the place where the microcontroller needs to be soldered. These white lines are called soldering pads, and on top of each white line, a leg of the microcontroller will be connected. These lines, called the electrical trace, makes the connection between the leg and wherever necessary. In this case, the microcontroller sits on the surface of the PCB. That's why the microcontroller is a surface mount component. In this case, there are holes on the PCB, and inside each hole a single leg of the microcontroller will go through. That's why this microcontroller is a through-hole component. Without the PCB, the whole device will look a jungle of wires like this. It is extremely difficult to find faults in the jungle of wires. PCB makes secure and reliable connection between components without having the jungle of wires. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope you have understood how the microcontroller controls all the aspects of device operation. On the next video, we will discuss how the microcontroller works. We will go through the architecture of microcontroller, and also we will design our own microcontroller architecture. If you want to study further, I'll put some links on the description. Thank you for watching. See you soon.